we are joined right now, live on set here in Westgate. Ryan Nembhard, Mavericks guard, joining us here on the DLLS Mavs podcast. Ryan, good to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time with us. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for taking the time to join us here on the show today, coming off your debut last night, along with your team getting an 87-85 win over the Los Angeles Lakers. I'll just start off with this. Obviously, coming into this team, having the opportunity to join this Mavericks organization, what has been the last couple of weeks been for you coming off of the draft, being signed by this team, and now having a chance to have gotten on the floor? What's the last few weeks have been like for you?
Yeah, it's been real exciting. Exciting times. Getting to play for an organization with so much history, and just getting here, meeting all the guys, meeting all the coaches, and starting to practice with the guys. So it's been fun, and looking forward to these next couple games.
Yeah, dude. When you were an undrafted free agent, there are people who say that it's almost a better situation to be in, and you can kind of look around the league and you can say, I fit here, I don't fit here. How much was that the situation? How much did you kind of pencil in, focus in on Dallas being a preferred spot, and why?
Yeah, absolutely. Later in the draft, it's usually a lot of two ways. So at that point, me and my agents just felt like it was best to go to the team that wanted me the most, and the team where we felt like I could actually have an opportunity. So for sure, Dallas was a spot for that. They showed their interest in me, and as well, they got the personnel for it. They got a lot of guys that have been in the game for a long time, understand the game, as well as just guys that I want to play with. So I think there's a perfect fit.
Yeah, and guys you want to be coached by, I'm sure, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's Jake Kidd over there.
Absolutely.
So as the draft is unfolding, how okay are you with that I might not be selected, but I know that Dallas is going to do everything they can to get me? Like, what is that like to watch that? Because a lot of Mavs fans, honestly, were hoping that the Mavs were going to get a second-round pick so they could draft you. Just what is that like to go through it from your seat?
Yeah, at first I thought, like you said, they might have traded in to get me earlier, but once I figured I was probably going to go later in the draft and not to a team that I really wanted to go to, I was all for that, going undrafted and going to the team that wanted me. So although that you want to get drafted and you want to see your name called, I think it's better just to be in a situation that's good for you and a situation where you actually have an opportunity to contribute and impact winning.
So I heard a story yesterday. Jay Triano, who is new to the Mavericks coaching staff, former coach of Canada's Olympic team, former Canada national team player. What's the relationship with him and your family? And now you'll be being coached by Jay as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, me and Jay have talked a little bit these last couple of days, and him and my dad have a great relationship. He coached my brother on a couple of these Team Canada teams, and he really showed my brother a lot of love. So this was actually my first time meeting Jay, but it's always nice to know some familiar faces and have a fellow Canadian on the staff that could help you out and show you some love.
What kind of player was your dad?
He was like a undersized postman, so he was in the 6'3", setting hard screens, being a tough guy, getting all the scrappy plays for sure.
For those who aren't necessarily familiar with your game, and they should be because you averaged nearly 10 assists in your final year at Gonzaga, how would you describe yourself as a player and what your game represents every time you step on the floor?
Yeah, I think I'm just a player who has great feel for the game, a good IQ for the game, and just understands how to play with other great players. I don't really come into games predetermining what I'm going to do, score, pass. I just let the game flow and let the game come to me. So I'm all about winning. That's what I want to do. I feel like I've done that at pretty much every level I've been in, and that's what I want to continue doing at this level.
A lot of people know your brother. What's the biggest difference, on the court between you and him?
Yeah, I don't know. We're very similar, honestly. We have a lot of similarities. Play the game pretty similar, but I think I'm a little quicker, a little faster. He's a little bigger, obviously. He has a little bit more size, but I think I have that on him for sure.
I'm sure you're watching the whole finals run, right?
For sure, absolutely.
What type of watcher are you? Are you critiquing him on you're like, you should have done this, you should have done that, even if you're just talking to the TV?
Yeah, sometimes. I feel like I do that a little more during the regular season, but honestly, I just enjoyed watching it during the playoffs. It was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to just see him play, and I think he did a great job over there, and they had a lot of success. So I was able to get to Game 7, which was fun to watch. Obviously not the outcome they wanted, but I loved being there.
So after the game last night, or after you hit the three and won it, I saw you pop on Twitter. I know you're on it a little bit. You sent the tweet about, that was fun.
Actually, that's not me.
Oh,
that's
okay.
not my account.
Breaking
that's
news.
Not your account.
Breaking news.
It's
an imposter.
Yeah, that's not my account. I never had Twitter, but
okay.
Maybe I should tap into the Twitter for sure.
Okay, since you're not on Twitter, there is a recurring joke.
Yeah.
Or people are noticing you look a little bit like Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
You've got that before?
I have got it, but I'm not feeling that one. You know,
No?
But I
No?
got it for sure.
Are you feeling Earl at least?
I rock with Earl. Earl's
Yeah.
a cool guy
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, how has your brother helped you throughout this entire process? Obviously, you watched him going through the finals and how his career has gone with Indiana so far. How did he help you navigate this process to where you are right now?
Yeah, obviously he's been a big help. You know, obviously someone I could always go to, has a lot of experience, can give me whatever I need. But he's honestly let me kind of go through this by myself. He understands that I understand the game, understand how to hoop, and he just wants me to go through it myself. And if I have any questions, hit him up. He's always there.
You said you went to Game 7. How did you
did.
like it flipped around where he's got to sit there and watch you last night?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know, it's been a minute since he watched the game, so it was fun to be able to go out there and hoop in front of him and my pops.
From a player perspective, obviously you've played at the highest level of college you can, but last night had to be different on some levels. Some people would say, okay, it doesn't count, but it is your intro to the world as an NBA player. So just what was that like compared to the biggest college game you ever played in?
Yeah, it's different, honestly. That especially the crowd. You know, we had the biggest crowd, kind of the main event, obviously with Coop and Bronny. Those two guys drawing a crowd, so it was different. It was fun. Obviously a little bit of jitters at first, but it's a feeling you can't really describe. It's something you dream about when you're a kid, and it was a lot of fun. So I can't wait to continue hooping out here.
What has Coop been like based off your expectations?
Coop's been great, man.
Yeah.
Coop's been great. He's a super hard worker. He comes in every day looking to work. Super unselfish guy. Wants to make the right play at all times. And he's been great in these couple days before we got out here. He was great yesterday, and I think he's going to continue to be great. So I think the sky's the limit for him. He's super young, and I think he's going to do great things in this league.
I think you're spot on. I think one of his best qualities is he's so unselfish,
Absolutely.
and that's why I thought it was interesting. After the game, he's like, I don't know if I've ever taken this many shots before.
Absolutely.
You know, it does seem like, you know, the coaching staff and everybody is challenging him. Like, dude, you're the best player on the team. You know, go get your shots up. Go find your you know, spaces and your moments.
Yeah, absolutely. It's his time to expand on his game, and they're putting him in some situations where he might not be as comfortable in. But the more reps he gets, the better he's going to be. And I think he's such a cerebral and smart guy and understands the game at a high level that he's going to learn every single day and get better and better, as well as just on the defensive end. I think he's going to be a problem in this league. He guards 1 through 5, and he's so versatile in that area.
What's the spots that you're uncomfortable in that you're trying to get that experience and learn from?
I'm trying to continue to be more aggressive as a scorer. You know, coaches are on me, just understanding that my scoring, being able to score, opens up my passing even more. So just being aggressive, getting to my spots, and I feel like I'm comfortable. I felt pretty comfortable last night, and there's a lot of space out there compared to college for sure.
At 22 years old, coming in, you spent 4 years in college, first couple of years at Creighton. You go to one of the most successful programs over the last 15, 20 years at Gonzaga. What did playing under Mark Few, what did that experience help you prepare to come to the league with? And can you kind of dispel some of the rumor? We hear rumors about, you know, being an older player coming out of college, maybe at some point you've been able to have that experience, but can you dispel some of that as far as like, hey, I'm a guy that despite playing 4 years of college, I'm ready for this particular portion of my career here?
Yeah, I think playing for Coach Few was a great thing for me. You know, it's a very pro environment over there. They treat you like pros. You got autonomy, a lot of autonomy to figure out your schedule and get your work done and be accountable for yourself. So I think that was great for me, and it really expanded my game. And I think, honestly, these older guards are getting to become really successful in the league nowadays. You know, guys that could come in right away and impact the team and in winning ways is huge. You know, obviously these young guys are good and they have a lot of potential, but I think these guys with experience that understand the game at a high level could always have a spot in this league.
You obviously are here as a two-way, but you know the situation. Kyrie Irving, we don't even know when he's going to be able to play next season. What are they telling you about your role? Because I know Coach Kidd loves someone who can pass, who can handle, who can run a team. I think you're going to get an opportunity. What are they telling you about your opportunity for playing next season?
For sure. They haven't really told me much, honestly, and I'm not really too worried about that. You know, I'm just coming out here. They gave me an opportunity, and I want to make the most of this opportunity, put my best foot forward, and do all the little things that will allow me to eventually be on the roster and play in games this year with the Dallas Mavs. So they haven't told me much, and I'm not sure they will. But
how hard is it to not ask and just say and just let the chips fall? Where
obviously you want to know, you want to kind of have a little bit of a guideline for what's going on, but at the same time, it's a business, and you just gotta put your head down and work and continue to work. And it'll come if you put the work in.
Do you need any advice from us about Dallas? Places to
Sure,
eat,
yeah, I need
neighborhoods?
I need some food spots for sure.
Okay. Now, what's a cuisine?
I like all cuisines, so you could give me anything. I'm with it.
Cortado barbecue is
Cortado
definitely
barbecue.
good. Yeah, some good
Mhm.
Tex
I
Mex.
gotta write these down or
For
something.
sure.
You guys gotta send me these.
We'll send you.
We'll-
We'll
we'll
send you.
get
our
you-
list.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
make sure we get you a list.
Bet.
Yeah, we can get you a list for sure.
Cool.
What did you want to accomplish here at NBA Summer League with this team in your role, and how do you want to get better while you're out here in this experience?
Yeah, obviously, always want to come out and step on the court. You always want to win, so want to win first. But I want to show the organization things that I could do. Get under guys, make it tough on guys defensively, be able to hold my ground on some of these bigger guys, and just make it hard. Be pesky all game, as well as be able to run the team, get guys involved, and just show my all around ability as a player. So yeah.
There were a lot of fans who were excited about having you on this team. And once the draft was over, they were like, we got to get Ryan Nembhard. We got to get him on this team. So to have that kind of love and support already from fans wanting you to be on this team, what does that mean to you coming to this organization, given the expectations, but what's already on this squad, that they wanted you to be here on this team?
Yeah, no, it's a great feeling. You always want people to show love for you and have that love for you, and especially with a team like this in a city like this that has so many great players on the team, for them to be even showing me a little bit of love is special. So I'm happy to be a Mav, and I'm excited for the future.
I mean, clearly they love you so much they made a fake Twitter account.
Yeah.
So
He's getting a lot
we'll
of
make sure to
followers,
get the
too.
word out. Don't worry about that.
Thanks.
Before we let you go, what message would you have to the fans who are going to be watching you play throughout the course of Summer League as the rest of the offseason goes on, about what you want to not only feel from them, but what you expect to bring as part of being with the Mavericks here?
Yeah, I'm just excited to, play hard for these guys every single day and be that hard-working, tough guy that's just going to get things done and impact winning in any way possible. So I'm super happy to be in Dallas, super happy to be a part of this organization, and hopefully we could keep winning and keep doing big things out here.
Well, this was tremendous to have you live in studio with us here in NBA Summer League, obviously here at Westgate Superbook. We look forward to watching you here throughout the course of the next couple of weeks here at NBA Summer League. Stay healthy, and we look forward to seeing you out there on the floor, man, tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thanks
Appreciate
so much
you guys
for coming
having
in.
me.
We really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
That is
Appreciate it.
Mavericks guard Ryan Nembhard, good enough to join us here on the DLLS Mavs podcast.